Okay guys, so I got the new clutch in the Timberwolf. It came in via Amazon. A couple of tips I'm going to give you guys. Be careful when you take this out. I did use a very simple puller right here to pop off that clutch basket for the centrifugal clutch. Came off simple. Two little hooks on the outside. I own this, but I'm sure you can rent it at any local parts store should you need to. When you pop it out, you have to be careful. There is a spacer washer in the back, and there's also another spacer washer in the front. Remember to put those back in. I also noticed when I was putting the clutch back in, these C-clips right here want to pop out. I used an oversized socket, like so, put this over like so, and tapped it on gently. But as you tap it in, these pins want to work their way backwards, and they popped out the C-clips. I actually lost one, but luckily on my old clutch, I had some spares. So I just popped them off the other ones. So no big deal. I've actually got an extra, but you can see this super small. You know, so that they're just a guide, just to hold that pin in place. So that's about it. And the only other tip I can give you guys too with this clutch job is to make sure when you pop off the cover that everything stays intact. I did have the clutch adjust spring pop out, and that actually was in the oil pan down there. So make sure you run your fingers through the oil pan, nothing's missing. So put that guy back in, make sure there's no missing parts, and you're good. So the only thing I broke on this whole job was the little lock washer. I broke off one of the bend back tabs. So I've still got one good one. So this goes on the outside like so. So that'll go like so, and then I'll tighten up the nut like so. And this is regular threaded, so it's lefty loosey, righty tighty. I'll hit that with the impact that guy on, and then I'll bend over the tab, and then we are good. Then I can actually put the new gasket on, which I have over here. I'll probably do a tiny bit of RTV up there, clean up some of these channels a little bit more. Just it's 27 years of just crud. The actual clutch itself isn't in bad shape. The steelies look good. There's no grooves in that clutch basket, so I was pretty happy about that. This quad was not abused. You know, it's in great shape. This thing was used on a farm. You know, I scored this thing for short money, and it's been great to me. So that's about it. The other tool I did use, I don't know if you guys have this or not, but the little slap screwdriver. This thing is very handy. I want to say I got this at Home Depot. So you whack the back with a hammer right here, and it actually is great for getting off those screws because they're in there pretty tight. So if you don't have one of these, they're like 20 bucks. Pick one up. Harbor Freight, you know, like I said, Home Depot, Lowe's. Very, very handy. They usually come with, I think, a 4-bit set, 2 flatheads, 2 Phillips. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Appreciate you checking it out. I'll have this thing completely buttoned up here probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. And have this thing back in business. Then I can drop the plow on and get ready to push some snow this winter with this beast. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Okay, so the clutch is all back installed. New oil filter, new gasket. Not too bad. This whole job probably, I don't know, maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so, give or take, between tearing it apart, putting it back together. Take your time. Not hard. Pretty easy. Just going to add some oil here in a little while. Fire it up.